everybody, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And we're going to continue the Legacy reviews with the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Prime Universe Knockout, which is a pretty cool figure in my opinion. But before we go into deep detail with this figure, we're going to take a look at his packaging right here. So you have a nice, beautiful image of Knockout in his car mode. You do have his name Knockout, and he's a Decepticon. And now this is a version of Transformers Prime Knockout that never became an Autobot in the end. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But anyway, so you have the Legacy logo on the front. He's a deluxe class, and you got the Transformers logo right here, Generations logo, Takara Tomy, Hasbro, Legacy logo on the top, Decepticon artwork on the side, and a beautiful image of Knockout in his robot mode. I love the artwork that Legacy is putting out. I love it. Looks pretty cool. And you have the obligatory product shots on the back of the box. You have the robot mode, the car mode, and the 18 steps. His name is Knockout again. And you got the QR code right there, which you can scan and reveal his text pack. So yeah, there you go. So that is it for the packaging itself. So now let us get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this boy. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! So here we have Knockout fully transformed into his vehicle mode. Now, truth be told, this Knockout toy is actually an extensive retool of the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Jazz. Yes, this is based on the Studio Series 86 Jazz mold. And in terms of the retooling, I think Hasbro did a pretty good job here. I think so. He looks really good in his vehicle mode. I really dig the vehicle mode. Yeah, it looks very different from Jazz's vehicle mode. Yeah, it's definitely has that Aston Martin look that he had in the show. So yeah, it definitely looks like his vehicle mode. Not 100% exact, but the design cues are there. And he actually has the yellow painted rims, which is really nice. Got the details on the side as he's supposed to have, like in the show. And yeah, it looks good. Nice black right here for this section right here, and then the very smoky translucent plastic for the windows. And yeah, no paint on the back of the car, but it's okay. It's alright. It's what it is. But yeah, overall, it's definitely looking pretty sick. I love it. I absolutely love the car mode. Really looking cool. And there is a Decepticon symbol on the front right there. Of course, the translucent plastics used for the headlights. I think they don't look clear on me though, but very darkish, smoky plastic for the headlights. So it's kind of hard to tell whether it's clear plastic or not. So I don't know. And of course, you can see his head right there because this is the Jazz mold. So of course, the head is right there. So yeah, but yeah, it looks very cool. I dig it. I really dig the vehicle mode. So let us talk about the accessories that he comes with. So he does come his natural staff weapon, but I do wish he came with a saw blade like the one that he had in the show. I mean, he didn't really use it all that much, but but at least he still comes with his natural staff weapon, which is pretty cool. And of course, this top piece can unplug itself, so you can actually plug this into robot mode as a hand blade or something. I don't know. It's a thing you can do. And of course, this can double as a gun as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's cool that he has his natural staff weapon, which is differently designed from the actual cartoon accurate version, which is this one. So we got a weapon comparison right here. So yeah, this is more in line with the cartoon accuracy, but this one is definitely very Generation styled, and it serves as an homage to this weapon, so which is pretty cool. So I dig it. I really dig it. So there is a post right here, and then there's a port on top, so you can just plug this in for storage, and there you go. And it looks ridiculous. Yeah, looks totally ridiculous. So I'm not gonna store this on the car mount because I don't really care about storage. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that off to the side, and now we can get down to some comparisons. So here we have Knockout compared with his wave mates Stunticon Wild Rider and Predacon Tarantulas. So you can see how the evil boys look together. And here we have Knockout compared with the first two Legacy Transformers Primes figures. So yeah, the Prime collection from the Legacy line is shaping out very, very nicely. And yeah, I really dig these figures. She's the weakest in my opinion. Very strong figure, and this is also a very strong figure in my opinion as well. So yeah, really cool looking set of Transformers Prime figures from the Legacy line, and I'm really digging it so far. So moving on to the next comparison, and here we have Legacy Knockout compared with the original Transformers Prime RID Deluxe class Knockout. And yeah, very, very different, but Legacy is taking some cues from this design, and it definitely works. It works. You can see the design cues are there. You can see that the shape right here is like this shape right here, and then the grill part is like exactly like that, and this part right here is like right here. And the one thing that this figure was missing, was the yellow rims, and I'm glad that the Legacy version has that. So that's pretty cool. That's actually accurate to the car in the show. And of course, the details on the side right here quite similar. This version is actually missing the darkish paint in the middle, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a different version of Knockout that didn't have the paint on the top. So yeah. And this is my this version of Knockout is the one that became an Autobot in the end of Predacons Rising. This version of Knockout never became an Autobot. So we have two alternate Knockouts in the Multiverse of Madness. So because you know Legacy is all about the multiverse, and I love the multiverse style in the Transformers line. So yeah, pretty cool. And you can see the Legacy version is definitely way bigger than the original Deluxe class Knockout. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely way bigger, way bigger. So but yeah, this figure is pretty decent. Not great, but it's pretty decent. But if I were to choose one, if I had to get rid of one and I were to keep one, I think I would keep this one and get rid of this. Because you know, while the car mode is good, the car mode is solid, but the robot mode, I don't know. The robot mode does some things that do kind of bug me, unfortunately. But both are fun figures, actually. Both are pretty fun figures, but I think I do have fun with this guy a lot more than that. So he's definitely the more fun figure to mess with, in my opinion. But yeah, I have two Deluxe class Knockouts and one Legends class Knockout from Transformers Prime. So yeah, there you go. There you have that. So moving on to the final size comparison for today. And last but certainly not least, here we have Knockout compared with the original version of the mold, Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Jazz. And the only thing that I can see that has been shared between the two figures are the wheels. Yeah, the wheels have been shared between the two figures, but other than that, everything else for the car mode is completely reshelled. And yeah, when they do the heavy remolds, they definitely do a great job in the heavy remolding. And yeah, and this is no exception right here. This is wow. There's so much. Yeah, they only share the wheels in real mode, but everything else is just completely remolded, completely different. And it's like I'm holding the same toy, but it's not the same toy at the same time. And I do like it when Hasbro does that. I think they do that successfully, and they did it very, very successfully with this figure. So yeah, it's awesome. Like wow. Let's check the bottom. Yeah, they do share, you know, the crotch. You know, they share the shoulders. They share the front shins. But everything else has been remolded. But damn, that is absolutely crazy. So wow, I'm impressed, Hasbro. Oh, and they do share the silver piece, you know, that rotates around for robot mode. But man, they totally reshelled everything on this figure. Like, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm impressed. So, yeah. So, yeah. So that is pretty much it for the ultimate comparisons right here. Alrighty, so now that we are done with the vehicle mode itself, it's time to convert this boy into his robot mode. So, to transform this guy, you want to untab the doors right here. Just untab them, just like so, and push this out a little bit, and just untab the doors, bring them out just like that. And you want to untab the legs from this section right here, and just unfold the legs just like so, split them just like that, and make sure the legs are tabbed in. Yes, there's a lot of noise in the background, I'm sorry, but anyway, just flip up the feet right here, and just whoop, don't flip up the feet yet. You want to bring this down first, there we go, and then flip out the foot. Totally missed out the steps right here. I messed up with the steps right there. And now, do the same thing on the side. Just rotate this down, just like so. And it's kind of tight, very tight. There we go. Just bring this down, just like so. And just flip out the foot. And there you have the legs all done and ready. Yes, I know. There's a lot of crackling noise in the background. I know. I'm sorry. But we can make do here. But yes, there we go. So there we have the top floor, and we can continue on with the transformation. So now you want to take his arms right here, just rotate them around just like that. Take his arms, bring them up, and just rotate around like so, and there we go. And just bring the arms down just like that, rotate it around, and then flip out his hands just like so, and there you have the arm pretty much all done and ready. So do the same thing on your side, just swing the arm down just like that, flip out his hand and rotate it at the bicep so that everything is oriented properly, and there we go. Now we can take this piece right here, just flip this down just like that, and you want to take this front windshield section right here, and this is on a double hinge. Just bring this out like so, like that, and that will give you room for his head to go up just like that. And you're going to take the this section right here, just rotate this around like that, and there are two tabs that would tab in to the slots right in there. So just bring this down, and that will tab in just like so. Make sure that everything is tabbed in nice and secure, like just like that, and there you go. Now we can work on the backpack right here, and what you want to do is you want to take the doors, bring them down a little bit so they can give you some clearance for this section right here, just to fold this in just like that. And there are tabs right here on the side. There's the tab right here, there we go, into a slot right here, and a slot right in there. So just plug that in, tab that in, tab that in, just like that. Secure the backpack, and then bring all this down just like so. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we are done. So there you have Prime Universe Knockout fully transformed into his robots mode, and I think he looks pretty good. And now this design is actually based on the comic design, the IDW design, I think, of Knockout. So they used that design for this figure, and I think it works. I think it works for the character. Yeah, I know he has a big, huge chest, but I don't mind it personally. So, let me pause for a while. Okay, I am back. Sorry, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Not sure we can hear a dog just barking in the background, but hey, but anyway, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good overall. I think the mold works for Knockout. Me personally, I mean, if you want to make a generation styled version of Transformers Prime Knockout, I think it works. I think it works. It doesn't maintain his natural slim look, you know. It doesn't capture his personality that well, but I you know, it's a good figure. It's a really good figure. It's a fun toy. I dig it. I like him. So, you know, it's just my opinion. So it's just what I feel, what I personally feel about this figure, what I think about this figure. So yeah. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt right here, and that is definitely Transformers Prime head sculpt. Yes, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is definitely Transformers Prime knockout right there. They definitely nailed the head sculpt on this figure. Really cool. Really looking good. One thing that I wish this figure had is the I wish he had a smirk. You know, I wish he had a smirk. Oh yeah, and the paint blemish on the nose a little bit right there. Yeah. Someone scratched his nose. Yeah, Knockout is gonna be like, he's gonna look in the mirror and he's gonna go like,
no, why did you scratch out my nose? No, I wanted my paint work to look clean and pristine, and now I have a paint blemish on my nose. No.
He's gonna go like that. I'm pretty sure. No doubt. But anyway, but yeah. Looks good. Looks really good, and very nice. Very nice looking. Very solid. And yes, he has a backpack, but I don't care about the backpack. And hollow at the back, hollow at the legs right here. Yeah, but it's the back. I don't even look at the back anyway. So yeah, and of course hollow right here. But nah, who cares about that anyway? But yeah, it looks pretty good. I dig it. I really dig this figure. Really cool. Really cool looking. So now in terms of his articulation, the head is on the ball joint, can rotate full 360. He can look up a little bit, can't really look down. The shoulders, they can do a full 360, can move in and out, bicep swivel, elbow joint, and then the hands can move inward due to transformation. Of course, he has a waist rotation, legs can move up that far, can move back that far, and can only move out only that far. Thigh swivel. There's a knee joint right there, and the knees are the knees do tab in very securely. So when I move the knee joint, it doesn't come on tab. So that's pretty cool. That's very nice. I think the tolerances on this version of the mold are better than the Jazz one. So yeah, but he does have a very nice ankle tilt, a lot of ankle tilt, pretty cool. And of course the feet can move down due to transformation. Can't really move up. So. But there we go. But that is it for the articulation. Pretty good articulation. He's only missing the wrist swivels, but yet again, I don't even care about wrist swivels, so yeah. I don't need wrist swivels on my robots, so it's not necessary for me. But because they're robots, you know, they don't really need to rotate their wrists. They don't really need to rotate their wrists a lot. So the ankle tilts are my top priority. So yeah, but and he has them. So. Oh duh, of course he has them because Jazz has them as well. So. But anyway, so now what you can do with this weapon, you can take this this handle right here, focus camera, focus, yeah, there we go. You can take this handle right here and you can take it, put it into his hand and have him hold it like his as his natural staff weapon. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Or like I said earlier in the video, this gray piece and this this stabby thing can disconnect from each other, and you can have him hold this as a gun, and there we go, and then plug this on the other arm right here and have it like an arm blade right there. So that's pretty cool. So you can do that if you really want to, but me personally, I am going to display him with the staff weapon. So just plug that back in and just plug this back into his hand, and there you go. There we go. So yeah, and that looks cool. I dig that. I like that. I really like that so much. Oh man, I dig that. Whew, that's so cool. That's so cool looking. I like it. I like it. So let's get down to some size comparisons. First things first, here we have Knockout compared with his Legacy Wave mates. With Thundercon, Wild Rider, and Predacon Tarantulas. You can see how the evil boys look together, and they look quite good together. Yeah, I like this team. I like this this team of multiversal Decepticons. I love it. Well, he's a Predacon, not a Decepticon, but you know, he's a descendant of a Decepticon. So yeah, Predacons are descendants of Decepticons. We all know this. So yeah, But moving on to the next set of comparisons. And here we have Knockout with the first two Transformers Prime figures from the Legacy toy line. So we have RC and Bulkhead. See how they look together. And they look quite good together. Yeah, I will say this is very nice looking. I love Transformers Prime. It's my favorite TV show of all time. So favorite Transformers TV show of all time to be exact. But yeah, I love Transformers Prime, and I'm always gonna be ready for Generations inspired designs for these Transformers Prime characters, because I like these. I really like them a lot. So I can't wait to have more. I can't wait to have that Leader class Skyquake in the future. So yeah. Woo! Let's go! Yay! Moving on to the next comparison for today. And here we have Legacy Knockout compared with the original Transformers Prime RID Deluxe class Knockout. You can see how the two Knockouts look together. And yeah, I mean, of course, Knockout has been red since Transformers Prime, so duh, of course he has to be red. But a different shade of red this time. So I forgot to mention that he's in a different shade of red. So it's like when this color combines with this shade of red, becomes this color, I guess. I think, I don't know, but anyway. But yeah, two totally different takes on the same character, and I like the cartoon accuracy look, but I do like this look as well for Knockout. I think it works. It works personally for me for a Generation styled version of Knockout. So I dig it. I really dig it. So I like him. I really do like him. He's very nice and solid. Very cool looking. Very cool looking in my opinion. So anyway, let's move on to the final size comparison for today. And speaking of which, here we have Legacy Knockout compared with the original version of the mold, Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Jazz. And there's still a lot of remolding between the two. So the shoulders are the same. I think the hands are the same mold, I believe. Yes, they're the same mold. The forearms are completely different. This silver piece right here is the same. The crotch piece is the same, but the thighs are completely different. The hips are different as well. The front of the shins is the same. The feet are different. The size of the legs are different. The chest is definitely different. The head is different. Backpack is definitely different. And but yeah, there's still quite a bit of remolding done here between the two figures. So when I look at him, I say, oh, I'm holding the same toy, but at the same time it's not the same toy. So I like it when Hasbro does this, does the heavy retooling, and that's amazing. That's really cool. So yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. They did a pretty good job changing up the mold to become Knockout. So and it works in my opinion. So alrighty, so that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Prime Universe Knockout. And I think he's a pretty good figure. Yeah, that's just my opinion. The robot mode looks pretty good, and the vehicle mode looks gorgeous in my opinion. It looks really good. It definitely looks like Knockout's Aston Martin vehicle from the Transformers Prime cartoon, with a little bit of tweaks here and there with the design, but it still looks really good. And yeah, the transformation is very smooth, it's enjoyable, so I got no issues with the transformation as far as the process goes. The articulation is pretty good too. He's missing the wrist swivels, but again, I don't really care about wrist swivels, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other people who really want to see wrist swivels on their robots, on all of the robots, but I don't need to see wrist swivels on the robot because it's not necessary for me. So yeah, but yeah, and as far as being a heavy retool of Jazz from the Studio Series 86 subline, I think they did a pretty good job here. They did a pretty good job changing up the mold to become Knockout, and I think it works. You know, it works for the character. At least he still has his pointy feet, so that is good. So although I wish his pointy feet were black instead of the plain red, but that's a minor nitpick. But yeah, the head sculpt is just gorgeous. I love the head sculpt. It definitely looks evil, like a Decepticon. So yeah, I'm really enjoying these Generation style Transformers Prime designs. And the figures as well. The figures are absolutely enjoyable to mess with. They're fun, and they're playable, and I dig them a lot. RC is the weakest, but she's still fun to mess with. She's still fun to transform, and she's just decent. You know, she's not a great toy, but RC is decent. But Knockout is definitely my second favorite of these Prime Universe figures from the Legacy toy line. Bulkhead is still my favorite Prime Universe figure from this Legacy toy line. I just love how different he looks and just love his ultimate. But yeah, Knockout is really good. So he definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Yeah. So yeah. But again, he's not perfect. But he's still pretty good. I do quite like him. He's definitely a really good figure in my opinion. And definitely worth your time. So yeah. Alrighty, so if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm gonna give him a good I'm not so sure. I'll probably give him an 8.5 out of 10. Why am I giving him an 8.5 out of 10 instead of a 9 out of 10? I'm definitely giving him an 8.5 out of 10 because he definitely needed more paint in some spots, like, you know, like the weapon and the feet as well. But everything else, you know, I'm cool with. But yeah, in terms of the paint, he definitely needed more paint here and there. I just wish that the handle of this weapon, the handle / gun, if it was painted in silver, it would have looked nicer. But and then the feet should have been black instead of red. But oh well, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for this figure. He's still pretty good. I really dig him. I dig him. So alrighty, so I think that is pretty much it for today's video review. So on a side note, I got this figure from One Toy, just like Wild Rider and Tarantulas. But if you want to get this figure, good luck, because I don't think he's available in the US just yet. But he'll be available soon, so once he's available, definitely buy him, and I hope you'll enjoy him just like I did today. So yeah, alright, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Legacy Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed, so I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Prime Universe Knockout, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to all I want, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita One. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.